Yeah? Again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Since we are all colleagues, I will not identify you by name because we are all members of the Fourth Estate. I want to start from a perspective of this issue. You seem to be too keen that government should lose the services of the 58-year-olds. Maybe you are not aware that His Excellency the President also asked members of cabinet who are 58 years and above to work from home. Now, do you think I should work from home? Because if you tell me to work from home, you are telling me, go away and do something else. Let us be serious on these issues. If a teacher feels that he has to work from home, it is voluntary for him to do so. Me, I don't even work in the office. I work in the field. You meet me there. And I'm 58 plus X. Now it is up to you to find the X. Do you think I'm about to catch COVID? The answer is no. Because I'm courageous and I believe in God in what I'm doing for the kids. So I thought I should add something small there so that that matter should be left to rest. And it should be left where it is voluntary. And if a teacher insists that she wants to work from home, shall be allowed. But even in cabinet, I'm not the only one who is over 58. Have you seen anyone who is working from home? So it depends on what you want to achieve. I want to persuade you, ladies and gentlemen, that you will most kindly keep away from schools. Not completely, because I have a team out there. There are people in Mombasa, there are people in Turkana, there are people in Wajir as we speak, and they have capacity to carry the media into schools so that they are your chaperones. This is because the examination matter is a very serious matter. Let us not forget that only 4 years ago, our examination issues were in shambles. And now that our children are going to be doing exams in less than 8 weeks, who has singled out the media? We have said nobody goes to school, including parents, including archbishops. So why do you think you are special that you should go to schools? When we are going there, we kindly ask you to follow us so that we are able to, if you are doing other things, because you will have to forgive me, I don't trust anybody as far as examination is concerned. Do you get this? So please, let us not fight over this one. It is in good faith. It is not for any other reason. And I think I will hope that it will end there. But like I'm going to go out now to Western Kenya, I will call the press and we shall move with them. We are not hiding anything. We are an open and democratic country. You have all the freedoms. But when we said 4.5 years ago with Fred Matiang'i and General Kaiseri and Dr. Macharia, that the third term for the examination class shall be closed. Why do you want to make my work so difficult? It is closed. If there are issues you want to see, you follow us when we are in there. I hope I have given you a satisfactory answer and that matter will rest there. The second point, the government of the Republic of Kenya has been very generous as far as infrastructure funding is concerned. Secondary school infrastructure for the past year was standing at Kenya shilling 2.4 billion. Primary schools, 240 million. Primary low-cost boarding, 300 million. Maintenance improvement. Belio, is this 1.5 or 15? The money that we give to schools for maintenance is 15 billion. Then Kenya, together with collaborators like World Bank, there is another 8.2 billion, which is being applied selectively to 30 counties. And then, of course, the parents who contribute another 2 billion for boarding subsidy. I will not add it for you. You're intelligent enough to add it yourselves. Don't you think the government is doing what it has done, it should do to our beloved children? That is not to mention the medical scheme for all children in secondary school covered by NHIF at the price tag of Kenya shilling 4 billion. This information is with you because we have given it to you severally in the past. So if you look at your database, you'll find that you have this information. Kindly let us give credit to government where it is deserved. The other one now that I want to persuade you, I agree with you that sometimes we are cautious about information. There is a reason why. And I will give you an example. Right now, we are just about to wind up the CBC task force. And some of you have already snooped around and are starting to print what is not even final. Now, whoever was asking that question, is that fair? It is totally unfair. Tell me how I can trust you. It is quite obvious that when that task force report is ready and debated and everything is ready, we shall call you and give it to you. Why does one or two houses, I don't know which method you use, and then you say sources from just like you said it, that the sources from Jogo House. Now it is not fair. It is thoroughly unfair. So since we are candid today, we are ready to give you more information, but let us, when we tell you to wait, because this is of tremendous importance to the country, you should not try to pick the information before it is cooked. That is part of the reason, but otherwise we shall open up to you. Now, in terms of dealing with boarding schools, I have been very candid because one of the things that I think is my strength, it is not my weakness, is to tell you the truth as it is so that we don't have to argue about it. The issue of social distancing is a challenge in schools. This is now the 6th month I'm saying it. It is a challenge in the classroom. It's a challenge in the compound. It is a challenge in the boarding house. And we have said that we shall do everything possible to ensure that the protocols are observed and the children are masked. So I don't understand why you are asking, what about the boarding houses? A school as popular as Kenya High School, which has now close to 1,800, would you want some of the children, they are your children, would you want some of them to transfer to day schools? Or would you rather that they observe the protocols as much as possible, minus the social distancing, and we hope for the best? It is not government, it's also you, including members of the Fourth Estate. Are we together here? Now, since I have this opportunity, I want to say something, because I also need to be educated. And having accepted to be a cabinet secretary, I accepted to be a public figure, so I can take all the arrows, but I am very strong. But I want to understand you, because here you are saying that you are doing things in good faith. Today, in one of your media, print media, I don't mind the cartoons, but I am supposed to be fueling a bus without wheels, and it is full of children. And here, and here you are saying that you are balanced. Yet there are many buses, many school buses, that are carrying children successfully to schools. In the name of God, are you being fair to government here? Because it is like the government doesn't know what it is doing. We are groping around, and we are fueling a vehicle which has no wheels, which is going nowhere. That is my perspective. So I think since we have been candid with each other, I had very close friends among you, and I've pulled back because I don't understand how you operate. Because if we have a top secret document that we are working with, and you have some some extremely professional people, like Aduda of the Nation. I don't know where he is, because he knows all our secrets and he will never leak them. But there are some of you who, once they smell, tomorrow it is the headline. And I think it is a professional issue that you should deal with yourselves. Nobody is perfect. There's also another thing that I want to mention. If you want to make somebody a demon, you can do so. But remember that I'm serving the children and that I'm not looking for a job. I'm serving our children. So if you want to contextualize what you are reporting, start from the beginning to the end. Don't just cut the center, which demonizes somebody. These I'm beginning to see, because I start from a perspective, then when I'm at the peak, you show me there, and I just look like a mad person talking. Yet there was a reason why, and you easily edit it out. And I'm told you are the editors. Iko nini? So otherwise, I want to end by saying that at my personal perspective, I know that I cannot succeed without you. I am serving, first of all, God, followed by His Excellency the President and the children. Nobody else. And my orders are like that. And in that process, I expect you to help me to do that job. So from what I've had today, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave a very happy man, because then I can know that whatever we do, the goal is one. The goal is to serve the nation. Our goal now is to ensure that the children are back in class and they are settled properly there. And do not feel excluded, because as we move around, we shall move with you. In fact, now that my time has been delayed, I might reorganize, and you may find that I'm calling you to follow me somewhere else. What we are saying is that in order to be fair to everybody, nobody just walks to a school, and that remains. I want to thank you very much for your, yes? Iko kitu ingine? I want to thank you very much for your continued cooperation. Respect is both ways. Because if I give you, if we told you something was confidential, and then the following day it is in the headline, do you think I will cooperate with you? And then finally, for me, I prefer to be interviewed where the rubber meets the road. In the schools, not in the studio. But you seem to be so crazy about getting me to studio. What am I going to be doing in the studio? You come and see me working. Then we work together. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Sio imeisha mzuri. Na Mungu asifiwe. You see, I'm a